Hey watch fan, what's up? Today we are diving into a real vintage beauty. We've got a Rolex Datejust straight from the 80s with that classic gold champagne dial, fluted bezel and a killer bicolor bracelet, all packed into a sweet 26mm package. So grab your favorite beverage because we're about to take a trip down memory lane. Okay guys, I'm really looking forward to the unboxing experience because you see what I see? You see a red colored box. Red colored Rolex box. It's not green, it's not the usual box design we see today. It's from the old days and it's really nice. In a very nice red tone leather, of course, and with a golden crown. It's so beautiful. I just turned the box. Wow, isn't it nice, guys? And here the back. Montre Rolex S.A. Genève, Switzerland, engraved with a nice golden color. Perfect. Just class. Really nice. And here it is. The beautiful Rolex Datejust. Wow. That's so cool. Yeah, beautiful. If we take the discussion outside, we have the usual links which were not used, and we have the old chronometer certificate booklet. Wow, look at this old design, guarantee worldwide, of course, at this time already. I'm not sure if I can show you this, but I will. It's from 1994. That's 7 years after buying this watch, where this watch has been serviced, and this is a new guarantee card. Isn't it nice? And it's green. The Attestation de Chronomètre officielle en français, of course. Really nice. Really nice, guys. Perfect. Oh, I love these old watches. It's so much class and something special. And if you think about that this watch is 35 years old, 36 years old, and it's still running, this little guy is powered by the trusty Rolex Calibre 2135 movement. A beast from the 80s that still holds its own. It's like having a tiny powerhouse on your wrist. Accurate, reliable, and very cool. Now, the case, it's a 26mm stunner in stainless steel with a dash of 18 karat yellow gold. It's compact, it's charming, and it's got that 80s flair. The fluted bezel adds a touch of sophistication, catching the light in different ways. So look at that light play when I hold this guy into the camera. Really, really nice. And the bracelet, guys, a true bicolor masterpiece. Stainless steel and gold links working together in harmony. It's a Jubilee bracelet, and this bracelet is all about comfort and style. So in my opinion, it's a perfect fit for this 80s icon. And of course, the trusty oyster lock clasp, keeping everything secure. And what is really interesting, if you look at this clasp, it's one of the earlier versions Rolex made. We have 6 micro holes to adjust the fit of the bracelet to your wrist. So no on-the-fly adjustment at all. And that's a discussion which is really interesting, because today we have a lot of manufacturers who are criticized by many people that they have clasps that are really easily made, not sophisticated, have no on-the-fly adjustment. But Rolex also started with such a clasp and nobody cared about it. Okay, when we open the clasp, we see the Rolex engraving inside, and we see that this construction is much simpler than today's. It's really thin. It works, but it's not at the same level of today's bracelets. and that's interesting because it's development, and Rolex improved clasp and bracelet designs constantly. And remember, guys, it's 40 years ago that this design was made by Rolex, and yeah, so simple, but it works. Now we have a look at the back, and what is quite interesting is that we have text like stainless steel and original Rolex design engraved in it. So when we think about today's Rolex bags at watches, there is no text on it. So it's a design that they have changed, and it's completely different from today's. The Rolex has 100 meters of water resistance. So whether you're hitting the waves or you're just caught in the rain, your Rolex is ready for day-to-day action and is safe by water. And I think that's really important for such a luxury watch. You know that this watch can handle almost all delicate situations. Okay, we have 11 millimeters in height, 32 lug to lug. The crown is 5 millimeters, 5.2. The width of the bracelet is 12 millimeters, tapering down to 10, and the clasp width is 11.4. Okay, let's do a quick size comparison. We have on the right the Maurice Lacroix, and this watch has a diameter of 30, and we see that this Maurice Lacroix has about the same height. If you're interested in this watch, please check out my review I did a year ago. And we have another watch. It's a Liebeskind German brand, fashion brand. This one has a diameter of 34, and we see it's really, it's much thinner, different design, different class of course, but this Liebeskind with a 34 millimeters looks huge compared to the tiny Rolex. But still, if you compare the case design, the Rolex looks much more solid, really nice. What also nice is you can change bracelets really quickly by this construction. So you can use your tool, push in, and then you have access to the bracelet and you can take it off from this watch quite easily. Interesting construction. I think the modern ones don't have it anymore. So that's another design feature I always forgot to mention. So why should you care about this 80s Rolex Datejust in 26mm? Well, I think for starters, it's a piece of nostalgia, a time capsule from an era that is still influencing fashion and style today. It's not just a watch, it's a conversation starter and a connection to a time when things were a bit simpler and style was a bit wilder. So the compact 26mm size is a breath of fresh air in a world of mostly oversized watches, although we know that today watches are becoming smaller again, but still. And this watch is a subtle statement, a reminder that great things come in small packages. And yeah, let's be real, the 80s were all about breaking the mold, and this Datejust was right there setting the trend. Some folks might say, hey, 26mm is a bit small for my taste. It's a watch for women. And you know what? Fair enough. In a world where bigger seems to be better, this watch might not be everyone's cup of tea. But here's the thing. Trends come and go, and the 80s are making a comeback. So maybe it's time to give this compact classic another chance. When I first had this watch in my hands, I thought, oh my god, that's small, but still it's substantial. It's a statement. It's kind of bold because we have the case design, we have the fluted bezel that plays with the light, we have a fantastic bracelet, and yeah, this watch is an eye catcher. I thought when I first saw this watch, that's at least 30mm, right? But it's not, it's 26, so I was kind of surprised. So what are your thoughts about the size of the watch? Is it fine for you? Is it too small? I'm interested. Leave your comments, please. Alright, it's time to wrap this up. This Rolex Datejust from the 80s in 26mm is not just a watch. It's a blast from the past, a slice of history you can wear on your wrist. It's got the style, the charm, and the stories of a bygone era. It wears comfortable, and the owner is very satisfied with this watch. I guess this Rolex has everything what makes it a Rolex. So the perfect feeling to have the watch in the whole logical world. And if you're into vintage vibes, if you appreciate the unique charm of the 80s, and if you're looking for a watch that's more than just a timekeeper, this Datejust is calling your name. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to keep up with all the wrist-worthy content I'm producing. Thanks for joining me on this trip down memory lane, and until next time, keep ticking, stay watchy, and embrace the vintage vibes. See you in the next one. Bye!